Welcome to the Marvels, Mysteries and Midlanders podcast. Prepare to take a dive into all things mythical, eerie and downright strange. Stick around. You might just enjoy yourself. Say sorry, but you deliberately went into the microphone, so I don't think you're sorry at all. I think you're a knob.
I'm not sorry.
Oh, my dad sent me something interesting today, and it may have been something that would end up on the thing of the week eventually, Lewis. But let's check this out.
You've already been replaced, Lewis.
Yeah, sorry, Lewis, you're not doing a good enough job. I am the new thing of the week. I'm doing everything. So, have you guys heard of Hufu? H-U-F-U.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. It's a healthy human flesh alternative.
Sorry,
Plant-based meat product.
Just Robert. It's a healthy human flesh alternative.
Uh-huh.
Well, I gotta try me some of
This is
that.
for zombies.
Well, apparently it's for
Vegan zombies.
It's for vegan cannibals.
What the fuck?
There you go.
What the actual fuck? Some people need to be in like hospital.
What is it then? What is it?
Excuse me. So it's called Hufu, and it's a tofu product which was marketed towards anthropology students studying cannibalism and those wanting to give cannibalism a go without actually having to give cannibalism a go.
Who in the marketing team thought, oh, who do we need to target? Who's gonna buy this? Anthropology students.
Anthropology. Yeah. It's a lot of money, and the picture, it looks like gammon. Question. Okay, so it's just tofu made to taste like human flesh, yeah. So
someone must have known what human flesh tastes like, though. Prior to this,
people. Apparently, it tastes like pork.
Tastes like chicken, I guess. Everything tastes like chicken, doesn't it?
Well, not if you season it correctly, Adam.
Well, I get quite a lot of shit for my
Salty
seasoning.
then? Is it salty?
What does man meat taste like?
I don't think you'll get the results you want in there.
There's penises everywhere.
Oh, I didn't expect this.
Apparently, it varies on the cut of the meat, the fitness of the human, the diet of the human, the age of the human, the gender of the human, and the ethnicity of the human. Apparently, it tastes like goat, pork, or game meat.
Fair play.
So go with that. Go with this. But okay, one last thing. Would you try Hufu?
Of course.
Hufu? You would.
Of course.
I would, yeah, for sure.
I might end up
would,
liking
right
it.
now.
I may become a cannibal because of this.
Exactly.
I want to try the
That's
real
okay.
thing.
Yeah, what can't we estimate? What about them? Yeah, fresh.
What about Hufu? Hufu's fresh. We've already got their advert sorted.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
Call
I would happily
Peter
have
up.
Hufu.
Call Peter. Be like,
that?
Peter, we need a scene. We need one scene from the two towers. And that's it, we're done.
I think if we did get a sponsor, I'd happily have Hufu be our first sponsor.
Hufu would be an amazing first sponsor.
So hello and welcome to Marvel's Mysteries and Midlanders. I am James, joined by the lovely Adam
Hello.
and Lewis Carter, and we are all wannabe cannibals. It's been proven. We've proven it now. It's done. Okay. Today we are looking at another ghost story. Now, this one's got quite an interesting name. So this is the tale of the ghost of Cock Lane.
I was not expecting it. I was like, no, there's going to be something. There's going to be something. And
The ghost of Dong Lane.
cock.
Yeah, so
What a street
cock
to
jokes
horn.
are plenty today. I know, yeah.
He picked that
Wow.
on purpose. What's okay?
There's
Let's get into it. Let's get in.
There's an extra level to the title,
right,
but
okay.
we won't get to it until later. It'll ruin the big reveal. So today we're looking at the ghost of Cock Lane. So, welcome to London, 1759. The 7 Years' War was booming, and the British Museum had just opened in Bloomsbury. What's that got to do with anything? Not much, really. But I am setting the scene. Okay? 1759. Our story today takes us to one particular street in London, a street with a ghostly reputation and an incredible name. Gentlemen, as I've already said, welcome to Cock Lane.
I'm home.
Take me home. Take me home.
Take me
to
home, Cock Lane.
Take me Lane.
Doesn't really go. But it's fine.
No, it doesn't. Let's just keep going. So Cock Lane is a short, curved street in Smithfield, London, famously known for being the spot where the Great Fire of London finally went out back in 1666, destroying 80,000 homes, but killing only 6. I didn't know the Great Fire of London only killed 6 people.
Fuck off.
Must have been a slow burner.
But also, yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Poor people.
Poor,
Not
sorry
poor
about
people. Like, yeah, they're poor people. That's who died.
Poor people. Yeah, the spot where the fire went out is honoured by a small gilded statue of a cherub boy on the lane corner known as Pie Corner. Aside from this, Cock Lane was also the site of legal brothels and even a body snatcher's den.
Sorry.
Opening a brothel
I was gonna say,
Cock
yeah.
Lane.
What a place. What's the brothel called, do you know?
It's a great place. I don't. I mean, there is an inn mention, which could be part. But imagine, you think there's a saying at the time like, I'm going to go get cocked on Cock Lane. I'm going to go give a cocking on Cock Lane. You think that's how it...
I've got the clap on Cock Lane.
It's actually a chicken. It's nothing to do with penises, guys. Okay?
I don't think people who frequent them businesses would use that kind of language.
I'd like to use legal tender to obtain marriage activities.
They should do like postcards. I got
Greetings
an
from Cock
STD
Lane.
on Cock Lane.
Greetings from Cock Lane. It itches.
Have a great time.
Good. Cock Lane was also the site of even a body snatcher's den. So times were different. You may have seen Burke and Hare hanging out there.
Ooh.
Maybe. It wasn't just a street for pleasuring and plundering, though. It also had a respectable locality of a charity school, trade shops, and a tavern known as the Wheat Sheaf. Yeah, it's a tavern, the Wheat Sheaf.
Wow.
Now, imagine like a school right next door. You've got a brothel. On the other side of the school, also a brothel.
The duality of Cock Lane.
Oh, don't worry. My dad's coming to pick me up. He's just next door.
He's just... Oh my God. What was the woman called in one of the episodes? Can't remember what it was. He was on the table.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Long Legs Mary.
Long Legs Mary.
It's Long Legs Mary.
Daddy's just
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
Long Legs Mary a good scene to. And then we're gonna go get McDonald's. I know McDonald's wasn't around then, but you know, I have nothing else to compare it to.
Okay. We're going to McDonaldson's.
McCock Street.
McCock Street. But yeah, despite the charity school, the trade shops, the taverns, and the pleasuring and all that, that isn't actually what we're talking about today. Today we are talking about the haunting on Cock Lane. Now, there are a few key players in this story, so I'll do my best to keep you all aware of who's who in this mysterious tale. So we'll start with, and this is a big one, introducing Richard Parsons, who lived in what is now known as 20 Cock Lane. Richard earned his living as a clerk at the local church, St. Sepulchre at Snow Hill. He also had a wife and 2 young daughters, the eldest being Elizabeth Parsons, who was just 11 when the spooks made their way onto the scene. Like all of us, Richard Parsons was not a perfect human being. He was massively in debt because he was a little too fond of alcohol. The demon drink. The inebriating elixir. Or whatever you want to call it. The good stuff. Particular debt was racking up in the Wheat Sheaf, the tavern I mentioned. And not knowing where else to get the cashola, he decided to take up lodgers in his own home in October of 1759.
The Wheat
It's a good
Sheaf
idea.
is a good name
Wheat
for a
Sheaf.
tavern.
It is, the Wheat Sheaf, mate.
I like that.
And also, a good way to earn money to fix your debts is turn your home into an Airbnb.
True.
Mm-hmm. Does he live on Cock Lane then?
Yeah, he lives in 20 Cock Lane. I just said that, man.
I just fucking said that, Lewis.
I zoned out. I was thinking about
It's a good
the
start.
name of the lane.
Lane, just cocks on the mind, constantly. I'm glad that we're already on a good footing here.
Cock.
Good. Keep it up, guys. Get it out your system now. Just get it out. Just get it all out. Get about, lads!
And ironically, I can't do that first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. So yeah, in October of 1759, a well-mannered couple from Norfolk came to mass at St. Sepulchre and were also looking for a place to stay, whilst their newly acquired home in Clerkenwell was ready for them. So basically, they stayed in this area and their home was being done up for them, prepared for them, because these were fancy folk. Very fancy folk.
Posh people.
Yeah. So these posh people, as we'll call them, turned up at St. Sepulchre while they were waiting for their new home to be done up for them. After briefly speaking to Parsons, the partner told him they were looking for a place to crash. They introduced themselves as William and Frances Kent. Frances went by her nickname Fanny.
This can't be true. I'm sorry.
It's true!
There's so many innuendos.
I'm not even giving you the proper title of the episode yet. It gets better. But yeah.
All right. Fanny's in the scene now.
Frances Fanny.
Wandering down Cock Lane.
Frances Fanny Kent. That's who.
No last name's like Kent.
Yeah.
That's awfully close to something else, James.
Did you know that both my names are euphemisms for vaginas?
So Francis, tell us an interesting fact about you. Well, let's break the ice, shall we?
That's one way to do it. Just remember though that the name Fanny didn't used to be like back in day. It didn't used to be like my name's vagina. It was a genuine name. But in America, I'm pretty sure Fanny is your ass.
Oh,
Watch my fanny. My fanny's coming through. Watch for Fanny.
There's also a fanny pack.
Oh, fanny pack, exactly, yeah. And over here, we call it ass pack.
A bum bag.
So, Frances, Fanny, and William Kent, were on the scene. William was a usurer at the time, someone who lends money at high rates of interest. Doesn't sound particularly... Yeah. Wonga!
IPR's a fucking nightmare.
Cool. Yeah.
Was he like a loan shark?
He sounds like a posh, a poshy oldie loan shark. Comes bounding down the lane and breaks your ankles with his metal cane. A particular detail that popped up was that Frances was a truly attractive woman, but had a aquiline nose. Are you familiar with what an aquiline nose is?
No, I'm not.
No.
So Fanny,
good for swimming.
Fanny was fit, but she had an aquiline nose. And no, it's like a witch's nose.
Ooh.
Looking like a witch's nose or slightly crooked. Doesn't mean it's bad, though. There's plenty of hotties out there with witches' noses.
Aquiline noses.
Case in point.
Case in point, Lewis Carter. Aquiline Lewis Carter. Or what did I call it the other day, Lewis? Was it a ski slough?
Yes, you did call it a ski slough.
You bastard.
Well, it's alright, I've got a big nose as well. I've got a honky-tonk nose. It's all good.
Honk honk.
Honk honk. Yeah, so don't worry about it. I'm allowed to slug it off, Without any hesitation and even obtaining advanced rent, Parsons gave them a room in the lodgings, and before long, he and William were good mates. They were such good mates, that William lent Parsons 12 guineas, which is equal to about £12.60 in modern Quidditch, and was to be paid back 1 guinea per month, which averages about £1.05 a month. Pretty easy, debt to pay back. After spending further time getting to know Parson and his family, he decided to reveal his deepest, darkest secret. What do you think this deepest, darkest secret is? So, just in case you aren't following, it's Mr. Kent.
This is the husband of Fanny.
The loan shark. The APR nightman.
Mr. Wonga himself.
Mr. Wonga himself.
What's his secret?
Yeah, what do you think his secret is? He's got a terrible dark secret, mate. What do you think it is?
He's got no cash.
It's not good. It's not good.
I don't know. He kisses toads. He's a secret
that.
Toad kisser. And he wants to keep on the down low, so he gives everyone all this money so they hush him up.
Mate, he gives people money to keep him quiet.
No, to keep them quiet, because they know that he loves kissing toads.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so he revealed his...
That's actually some good toad noises.
Some quality toad noises there, Lewis. So, yeah, so he revealed his deepest, darkest secret, and it would be something that he would come to regret. One evening, whilst enjoying some alcohol by the house fire, William Kent revealed to Parsons that he isn't actually married to Fanny, and that she was actually the sister of his previously deceased wife.
Oh, actually, no, that's not as bad as I thought it was in my head.
Okay. Her name was actually Fanny Lines.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Lynes. Fanny lines.
Yeah.
Francis Lines.
I'm
Fanny
sorry,
lines.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we've got... Previously, her name was Fanny Kent. Fanny something Kent,
Fanny
yeah?
Kent. Francis Fanny Kent.
And now she is Fanny Lines.
She's Francis Fanny Lines.
I don't know. What's worse?
Living on Cock Lane. There's nothing worse about it. It's just anatomy, guys. I don't get why you're being so juvenile.
Oh,
come on.
God.
Come on now.
Grow up.
Either way, though, this was very, very scandalous. His wife and her sister had tragically died during childbirth 2 years earlier. A month after her death, the child then also passed away. So this guy, he went through...
He's been going
William
through
went
some
through
stuff.
some stuff. Yeah, William went through some stuff, man. He lost his wife, lost his kid. It's not good. It's not good. So the trauma of the event eventually brought Fanny, who had been caring for her ailing sister, and William closer together, and eventually they became lovers. Lovers. Grief lovers. However, he then moved to London to try and distance himself from the relationship, but following a string of passionate letters to one another, she soon joined him there. So he was like, I've got to get away. I can't bang my sister-in-law. I can't do it. And then she sent him a letter saying, just wrote Fanny in it.
It's not
And he
right,
was like,
Fanny. We can't do this anymore. Please.
I mean,
meet
as
me
a
on
married
Cock
man-
Lane.
Meet me in the purest rendezvous of all.
I don't want to go to Cock
Cock
Lane.
Lane.
I want to go to your Cock Lane.
Oh, that's just 2 miles down the road, mate. Yeah. Isn't it every married man's fantasy, though?
I'm hung like the
You know.
gallows.
Hey! It's every man's fantasy, obviously, to have a possible thing with your sister-in-law. It's true. It's true. I'm definitely.
Is
speaking
Hannah
the
going to be
truth
listening
here.
to this, James?
They're basically the same person. Of course, I'm joking.
Oh, yeah.
Joking, of course. Yeah.
There's no way you're coming back from this. Get it out in post. It's all right.
No, it's a joke. I'm
No, then go on.
I'm not secretly
joke,
harbouring
mate.
feelings for my sister-in-law. You know what's funny as well? Her living
a
room.
joke, mate.
Her living room is just through that wall there. So
That's even
she's
worse.
hearing. If she's in the whole thing. Right, darling. You want to break the sanctity of marriage?
Did you hear that, love?
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you hear that?
What's that drilling noise coming through the wall? It's not every man's fantasy. Not this man's fantasy anyway. Mine's to make love covered in fake blood and other things. What, you never want to try it? You never want to feel a woman's warmth whilst also covered
Don't you
in...
dare do the real thing, mate. With the real thing.
As long as it's fake, mate, it's all right.
It's amateur, that is.
Oh, sorry, I'm too vanilla for this conversation. The thing is, at this time, and thanks to the reinforcement of the 1835 Marriage Act, the possibility of brothers and sister-in-laws marrying was basically illegal. Not basically. It was illegal. It was illegal. It wasn't until the Deceased Wife's Sisters Marriage Act of 1907...
That's a real
the
act.
the Deceased Wife's Sisters Marriage Act, they could have named that better, Act of 1907, that the possibility of legally hooking up with your hunky brother-in-law became a legal thing to do.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long time since this happened.
You say this was like late
1769.
1700s.
Yes.
What a crazy time.
Yeah.
100 odd years.
Yeah, don't you be banging your brother-in-law.
I hope you're not banging your sister-in-law. That'd be very bad.
Stepsister, no.
Now it's a whole fetish.
Yeah, exactly.
Look what you did, late 1700s.
You make it illegal, it becomes a fetish.
True.
No truer words have been said. So instead of resisting their feelings, they chose to live in sin and move to London to begin their lives anew.
You know, back then, they didn't have, like, databases and stuff, did they?
They had parchment.
You know, they must have had something, but I bet they could get married and no one would find out.
It depends. I guess if you did it in like the town you're from, where everyone knows who you are, It's big risk, real big risk.
Yeah.
But moving away to big old London town, no one knows who you are. This fitty is my wife, and that's all you need to know about it. Definitely not got any.
Can you
past.
imagine like replying to someone and when someone said, "Oh, this young fine lady's my wife," and you just go, "She's not your sister-in-law, is she?"
What? No.
We've been found.
We've been found. We must leave. We must leave immediately. William went on to say that in order to bolster their love for one another, they took out wills in each other's favour. If Fanny was to die, she would bequeath her brothers and sister half a crown each, and then Kent the rest of the money.
I thought you said bequeath.
Oh. Fanny
would bequeath her.
Really should have chosen the language I used when I wrote this episode, evidently. Bequeath her! Bequeath her!
I see.
So she would bequeath him the rest of her money, which was £100, which in modern money is around 100k.
Holy moly.
No, take that. Yeah, no, take that back. Sorry, 10,000, not 100k.
Oh, okay.
10k.
No, that's not as impressive.
It's still a decent amount of money.
I am 1/10 impressed.
However, if William was to die, he would leave to Fanny an unspecified amount, only to be described as a considerable fortune. You're having fun there, Lewis. Trying to explain all these important historical factors to the story, and you're blowing
just
queefs out your
I'm
mouth.
thinking about bequeath.
I'll bequeath a slap to your face, mate. How about that? I'll bequeath in your facing.
I'll bequeath you a good slapping down, good sir.
Yeah, exactly. Get my gloves out. Have you got the queefs out your system?
Yeah.
I think that's a lie. But
I didn't think I'd have to say that on this podcast, but I did.
Yeah.
Have you got the queefs out of your system?
Have you got the queefs out your system? No, you say after every sexual encounter, you got the queefs out your system, babe. Yeah, good.
Oh god.
Push down on their.
Oh no, James, no.
Has James gone too far? Yes, he has.
James, it's a family show.
It's not a family show. The shit we talk about. Oh. Okay. During this period of the.
It's not a fucking Annie doll.
Yeah. Give maybe like an elbow drop on there.
Well, the people's elbow.
Yeah, people's elbow, and the sound of the balloon.
I have the
going
power
down.
of the rock behind me.
I have the power of God and enemy on my side. Yeah. So during the period of the Kents and the Parsons families getting to know one another, Fanny made use of her personal maid, Esther Carlyle, also known as Carrots, due to her red hair. There's some great names in the story. So you got Fanny Carrots, Fanny Lines, and Carrots Carlyle. Carrots Carlyle is a great name.
Sounds
On
like
Cock Lane.
Sounds like a mafia name.
Yeah. Hey, it's Carrots Carlyle over
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Hey, I used to be nicer. Yeah. So Carrots was brought in to basically help the families upkeep the lodgings overall. Not only was she helping the Kents, she was also helping out the Parsons as well. So she was doing double the work, really.
Fair play.
At the same time, Fanny sparked a close friendship with the 11-year-old Elizabeth Parsons. So I'm not sure what the...
I'm gonna come in closer to my mic now.
Something to say, Adam?
So she's sparked quite a nice little friendship with this 11-year-old girl. How old is Carrots again?
Oh, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Carrots who sparked the friendship. It was Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
So Fanny was. I'm guessing she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
I don't find myself personally. I wouldn't be hanging out with an 11-year-old.
It's different times, isn't it?
But I think the only time it'd be acceptable is if A, I was a teacher, and B, if it was like my nephew. But I wouldn't be like, you want to come around my house after school?
You need a degree to hang out with kids.
That is a fantastic quote. Get that on a t-shirt. You need a degree to hang out with kids.
You need a degree to hang out with kids.
Yeah. Good. So, on one autumn's evening, Carrots was away on leave, and Fanny was particularly uneasy about sleeping on her lonesome while she was away. So she asked if Elizabeth could join her instead.
It's wrong. All of it's wrong.
It's all wrong. Why is it wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
A 20-year-old woman sleeping in the same bed as an 11-year-old girl. Huh?
Nah, it's cute. It's cute.
Your face is otherwise, but okay.
Why are you looking at my face?
Because it's beautiful. During the 2 nights that they shared the 4-poster bed, the house was quiet, with the odd noise of people stumbling down the lane, a few shouts down the way.
We're just like drunks.
I'm guessing. Oh,
from the wheat chief.
That's what I'm implying. Yeah. And Lewis has just implied that there's also queef sounds in the street as well. So
there's definitely queef sounds on Cock Lane. I like how we're just all trying to, do our best impression of a queef. Why would there be? Why would it? Lewis has gone.
I'm an experienced queefer.
We have degenerated again.
Yes, we have. We are degenerates. Nothing more, nothing less. Degenerates trying to tell a story, okay? I'm trying.
Lewis is gone.
I'm trying my best. He's gone. We've lost him. Come back, baby boy. So yeah, there were sounds of people falling over and shouting outside just down the way. Nothing else. Nothing more. Just those sounds.
Definitely
inside
no
the house.
queefs.
I'm just going to keep going. Inside the house, there was nothing but the gentle hum of a quiet building, with the odd creak of the house settling. All of a sudden, they were pulled out of their slumber by the sound of knocking on the bedroom wooden walls. It was consistent for a time, exactly just like that. Consistent for a time, and then would fade out, only to come back louder and even more intrusive than before.
I'm doing some good sound effects.
Yeah, man, you've got it. You've got it. You're a Foley mixer all the
Someone
way.
at your door.
No, I don't think so.
It's the queefer. You should answer
Queen. I don't know. I was going to say Queen Laqueefer.
Queen Laqueefer. That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. So Elizabeth went on to ask Mama Parsons what the hell it was, to which she said it was just the sound of the neighbouring cobbler, who had the habit of working strange hours in the night, which is just typical skeptic talk. It is. It's something Lewis would say.
Do you know what? No, I'm sorry, but that's classic cobblers. No fucking regard for anyone's, you know.
Cobbling all day, all night. Cobbling
making
all day, all
shoes
night.
at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
Who's going to wear shoes at 2 o'clock in the morning? And there's a guy on the street going, lost my shoes.
Right, those are a great fucking pair of wingtips. Those are. Can I have them?
Hey, wingtips, mate.
I was going to say, I'll give you my kebab.
Come on, mate. If I give you a kebab, have a pair of wingtips.
They definitely didn't have kebabs back in those days.
I don't think they have wingtips either, to be honest. But
you never know. They're more likely to have wingtips than they are kebabs. I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm pretty sure back then they just wore sacks on their feet.
Can I have a fresh pair of sacks?
Can you have a cobbler?
He's making bags all night.
Making sacks.
He works part-time at the
He
grocery store.
wouldn't be banging then, would he?
Yeah, he would. It'd be him frustrating me and yeah, maybe.
Cobbling away.
Yeah, exactly. However, this lazy
Banging his sacks.
Exactly. However, this lazy explanation was easily rebuffed when the knocking came once more in Fanny's bedroom.
There are just endless quotes from today's
I don't
episode.
remember writing it like so suggestive. A knocking came from Fanny's bedroom. There you go. There's the knocking from Fanny's bedroom.
Fanny, you okay?
It's a spooky ghost. That's all it is.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. And when this knocking was coming from Fanny's bedroom, the cobbler wasn't even home. So please do continue to discredit this supernatural phenomenon.
Nah.
You skeptical little shits.
I'm still saying fuck cobblers.
That's another
You sure he wasn't
Another shirt.
cobbling in?
cobbling.
Could have been
in Fanny's
cobbling.
bedroom.
You could have been cobbling right outside.
What, it was cobbling
Right
Fanny
outside
in
the
bedroom.
window. He was not cobbling Fanny. Never say that again.
Right, darling.
Well, you want a bit of a cobble, do you?
Fancy a cobble later.
I've got my shoe press on me if you want to give it a go.
Can I
don't even know what a shoe press is. I just made it up.
Put my wingtips on your bladder.
You can make a nice pair of moccasins if you want.
I don't think any of these shoes existed back then. Can I put my sack on your... No!
No, come on.
put my sock on. Put my sack on your bladder, darling. I meant shoe sacks, not ball sacks.
Oh God!
You sickos. Obviously so, this double dose of strangeness led the Parsons and the Kents to believe that there was indeed a ghost at work in the Cock Lane household. The families tried to figure out what the knocking could possibly mean. Was it a code, or a message, or just nonsense? Fanny, being a bit neurotic, interpreted the knocking as an omen of her own impending death.
Here we go.
All these theories did nothing to...
Para, mate.
Yeah.
Para.
All these theories did nothing to prevent the knocking, and they were subjected to it for weeks. With their sleeping patterns in tatters, things started to fall apart a bit, beginning with Richard Parsons' arrangement to pay back Mr. Kent a guinea every month. Time to send in the loan sharks. He didn't do that. Instead, he got his lawyer involved. He went full. He went full.
What's he going to do? Sue the knocking?
No. Listen.
Oh, sorry.
Keep up.
Me and Lewis are
Listen.
showing each other wires.
Why? I'm trying to tell a story here.
I drift. Yeah, sorry.
Full of cocks, fannies, and not paying back loans. You're not even listening.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
okay. I'm back
so
into
remember the loan that Mr. Kent gave to Richard Parsons, which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
meant to pay a guinea back every month. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't.
He didn't pay his
He
guinea.
didn't do it. So
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Kent got his lawyer involved. But this could be historically described as a bad move, a very bad move. So Parsons,
Dick move.
a dick move, a cock move.
A Cock Lane move. Classic
Cock Lane move. Parsons, being a bit of a drunk, a bit rough around the edges, didn't particularly enjoy being threatened by a lawyer, and whacked out his bombshell, his special move, his Exodia set. He began telling everyone that Mr. Kent was banging his sister-in-law like it's a normal thing to do.
Ooh, shit.
He went there. He dropped
did
the
go there.
bombshell.
That was a secret.
Excuse me, sir. That was a secret.
I would prefer you kept that information a secret.
You
But
just-
I guess
You
now
were
it's that.
supposed to tell everyone.
You were supposed to be my friend! Unfortunately, the Kents didn't actually move out until the following January. And this is in October, so there was this horrifically awkward atmosphere in the house alongside the constant knocking. So, give these guys 5 out of 5 on TripAdvisor because it's great times. I asked where the toilet was and got given a knuckle sandwich by a drunk guy. Yes, good review. With the nasty business behind them, the Kents finally moved to their little dream home in Bartlett Court, Clerkenwell. All was well until a 6-month pregnant Fanny fell seriously ill. They initially...
You've done this on purpose. You've written
I
this.
haven't! I haven't!
You have.
I wrote this completely intellectually, thank you very much. I wrote this with
6 months
storytelling.
pregnant. I know me a Fanny when I see one.
That one's 6 month pregnant. I don't know why I'm Scottish now.
Gone back to another like Robert Knox from the Burke here. Oh, I know a Fanny when I see one, man.
And that one is 6 months
That
pregnant.
one's 6 months pregnant. Give me some squirrely diddly with that. So they initially thought it could be the effects of a bad pregnancy because pregnancy can really mess you up. But upon further inspection from one Dr. Cooper, he discovered that she had the symptoms of a fever, a constant state of weakness, and a rash covering the hands and face. His ultimate diagnosis was, quote, a confluent smallpox of a very virulent nature. In more simple terms for people like me, it was basically a super smallpox strain that was messing her up proper.
She's fucked.
William Kent, not wanting to have to bang Fanny's other sister, who I don't think exists, but it's a joke, alright? Anyway, carry on. He did not want her to die, so he hired Dr. James Jones, a mad lad apothecary. Jones spent a considerable amount of time mixing and creating various tonics and elixirs to keep Fanny in good health, or to get her to show some signs of improving. Ultimately, they weren't enough, And on the 2nd of February, 1760, just a month after starting her new life with William, she passed into delirium and died. Fanny is dead. Long live Fanny.
Well, she's dead. How can you long live if she's dead?
They say that. When the king dies, they say, the king is dead. Long live the king.
That makes no sense. He's dead.
Listen, listen, man. I don't make these things up.
It's angered me. I'm sorry, James.
It's all right. When
Isn't that referring to the following king?
King is dead, long live the queen. Maybe. Okay, Fanny is dead, long live the
next Fanny.
Next Fanny. Yeah, there we go. Maybe Lewis. I think you're onto something there. Yeah, I think I'm completely wrong. I love how on this podcast, I try to try and come across as kind of knowledgeable on certain things, and instead I get made to look like a complete goon every time.
Do you know what? You hold your hands up. Fair play.
I do.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong, all right? I'm fucking wrong.
Not wanting to lose any relevance, Richard Parsons, the drunken bastard, decided to let his thoughts be known and said her death was a punishment from God himself for her sinful ways. That's a bit harsh.
That's kind of harsh.
She's died, and you come round and you go, yeah, maybe it was because of her sinful ways.
Maybe if you didn't fuck your brother.
In law. Don't forget that key part.
In law. Yeah, but he doesn't say it. He doesn't. He just like mumbles it. He goes, "You didn't fuck your brother-in-law."
Yeah. The inebriated ingrate also had a whopper of a theory about the ghost in his house, stating it was the soul of Fanny's dead sister, Elizabeth, expressing her spiritual rage for Fanny. And
we need to call her Francis again. I can't be dealing with this anymore. The spirit of Fanny.
He's stating it was the soul of Fanny's dead sister.
Oh, I can't.
She stated it was the soul of Fanny's dead sister, Elizabeth, who was expressing her spiritual rage for Fanny and William becoming lovers. Okay?
Beautiful.
You said Fanny so many times now, the word should have no meaning to you. So
Fanny.
And you say worse things than Fanny, so I don't want it's bothering you. Every week it's, don't like Harry Potter. Oh, the word Fanny offends me.
I didn't say it offended me.
I'm tired.
I just said it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous word.
It's a ridiculous word. Fine. What do you want to go about? Call herself instead. Vag.
Francis.
A week before Fanny had passed, the haunting upped itself to a new level. Parsons, along with the landlord of the Wheat Sheaf, James Franzen, who was delivering a late-night keg of the good stuff to Parsons, witnessed a luminous, shrouded figure of a woman. But she had no hands. No hands at all. The ghost darted about the entrance to the home until it flew up the stairs at a frightening speed. Parsons and Franzen commented that the ghost was so bright it lit up the charity school's clock across the street as it moved. That's a very accurate, Lewis. Yeah, that's very accurate.
No, you did it wrong.
What's the noise? I can't tuck my hands into a t-shirt. I need to go full.
That'll do, James. That's a good one.
There you go. Reprobates the lot of you.
So it lit up the charity school clock.
So they seen this ghost with no hands. It flew up the stairs, and it was so luminous it lit up the clock, which I feel was their way of kind of basically saying we didn't just imagine it because it physically lit the area up. But that's what they said. So back to the present. At the time, William, in a state of grief-stricken shock, began making his funeral arrangements for his sweet Fanny, ordering a lined and covered coffin, so no open casket for her. He also ordered
no open casket for Fanny.
No open casket for Fanny. Fanny was lined and covered.
Some discretion for Fanny, no?
I suppose so. Dying and being buried with dignity. Okay. Just putting a big pair of pants over.
Unlike this podcast.
Yes, exactly. Our credibility is dropping by the second. Episode 27, guys. It was a good run, but I think we'll have to end it here. So yeah, he also ordered the name panel on the front of the coffin to be left blank, as he was mad paranoid he may end up getting prosecuted for his, his naughty relationship with Fanny.
I didn't fuck her. I didn't fuck her.
Imagine that is like over the body.
Completely like unprovoked as well. Besides, he's like, I didn't fuck her.
And he's like, okay.
Why is it blank?
I didn't fuck her. That's what you're thinking?
Do you want lilies on the coffin?
I didn't fuck her.
So yeah, so he's a bit paranoid about getting caught out. And at the same time, Fanny's family had a few questions about her will, as William was left as her sole executor. So the pressure's building up on old William, you know. He's lost two ladies, and now the family's like,
I've just realised.
Suspicious.
Why are we calling him William when we could have called him Willie?
Or Dick.
Willie and
That's
Fanny.
Yeah.
No,
Fanny, yeah.
he's done this. These people.
Okay, we're like around 50 minutes into the episode, and you've only just figured that out.
I've only just clocked it.
I'm impressed, to be honest. I'm quite impressed.
I was mesmerised by Fanny.
Good. Very, very good. Good.
All right, so Willie is he's gutted that he's not got any more sisters to bang. Sisters-in-law, guys.
Keep it clean. Yeah. And now he's laying her to rest, but he's being questioned by her family because of being left as her sole executor.
Okay.
So her body was laid to rest in the amazing-looking 12th century vaults below St. John's Church in Clerkenwell. Oh, wow. Give them a Google if you're interested, because they look they're very, very cool.
Very rad.
These vaults are totally rad, man. Back at number 20 Cock Lane, the knockings had not ceased, but money was still needed. Parsons had welcomed 2 new lodgers into the house, Joyce Wetherall and Catherine Friend. But they didn't last long at all, to be honest, thanks to the poltergeist. See you later. Parsons did try and convince them, likely very drunk, to stay, but they got the hell out of there. Come on, Matt. It's just a few knocks. Come on. Come on. It's just a few. Come.
It's just a few knocks,
It's
mate.
just a few knocks, babe. Come on.
I need. Give me your fucking money. Come on. Give me a bed.
Give me the guineas, mate. Come on.
Come on.
It's Cock Lane. There's no lane like it. Come on. Yeah. So it was kind of like that. Parsons began to panic as he realised how was he supposed to fund his drinking problem. This is where the ghost is a big supporter of sobriety and is actually just trying to help the guy out. Maybe. But either way, he did the one thing most of us would do if our homes were being plagued by supernatural threats. He got an exorcism. Enter Reverend John Moore, the holy man.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's the
I'll sing it more.
theme
I
tune.
think Lewis is doing like a Ghostbusters like funk fusion version. You know what? I liked it, so
Nice.
do continue, Lewis. Enter Reverend John Moore.
Ding, 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 ding,
There we
ding,
go, there
ding,
we
ding,
go.
ding, ding, ding,
The
ding.
holy man who launched an investigation into these ghostly goings-on. So first things first, he quizzed Parsons about the nature of the ghost, who now believed it was the spirit of Fanny Lyons.
Fanny
This
fucking
guy,
Lyons.
Jesus Christ, he can't make up his mind who the ghost is. Oh, it's Fanny. Oh, it's Fanny's
Well, would she
sister.
go back there?
Oh, it's Wakancha. Oh, exactly. But you're going to hear plenty of theories about the reason why she's now haunting it.
Because
it gets worse.
Because he said that he told on
That is correct, yes.
yes.
Instead of doing any like further research into the situation and attempting to find out more possible theories, the Reverend was just like, yeah, mate, that's a sick theory, let's go with that. That was literally it. He got told it was the ghost of Fanny, and he was like,
Yep, I like that.
oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
It's checking.
And he ran with it.
He could have been like really hungover or something. He's just like, yeah, fuck it. Oh,
Yeah, why not, mate?
that'll
Yeah.
do. Any
get
excuse for
on
me to
with it.
splash some
Cool,
more on you.
blimey.
Imagine it's a holy man just constantly throwing holy water at everything.
He's just like hand on his head, like just shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's the ghost.
You're blessed. You're blessed.
You've been blessed now. Fucking let's get me down to the fucking wheat. chips.
Takes a sip out of it. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Lord cleanse me. Lord cleanse me.
How many people can we offend on this podcast?
How are we offending anyone by drinking holy water?
Just be
It's
like,
not offensive.
we've already said that the person, the Reverend, is a drunk or as well, being like he's hungover.
No.
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
okay,
It's
yeah.
Fanny's ghost. Let's just go with it. Come on, get the water
Okay.
out.
One offence. That's one offence. What's the other offences, Adam? Come on.
I don't know. In previous episodes, we always have to apologise to people. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry.
It's just a joke, guys.
Just a joke, guys.
Reverend Moore ran with this theory, and then he thought it was a very solid theory. In a series of questions that were posed by Parsons, he began the first of many seances. So, I already think it's a bad idea. You're going to do some seances, yeah? Speak to a ghost, and you get the drunk guy to write the questions. I mean, in our narrative, they're both drunk, but the drunker guy, you can trust the drunker holy man more than the drunk guy.
No,
yeah?
the thing is, though, the Reverend isn't drunk. He's just hungover.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to write the question. He's like, just write fucking questions, mate.
He's hungover. He's hungover from communion. You know, when they drink the wine, he's just like,
wine,
no, more.
Fucking god, that's Not all reverends are drunks, by the way, guys. Not all reverends are drunks.
Yes. If you take everything we say,
just this one,
it's gospel, no pun intended. You know, it's the wrong podcast for you, I'm afraid. So these seances were based around the questions being answered with knocks, aka the knock code. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Remember that. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Remember that.
I've remembered.
Do you remember that? What is it?
Yeah.
2 for yes, 1 for no. Motherfucker.
The first seance ended with a horrifying claim by the ghost. The ghost apparently said,
I am the ghost of Francis Lyons, who lived in fornication with Mr. Kent, whose first wife was my own sister. He poisoned me by putting red arsenic into my glass of pearl, which I drank while recovering from the smallpox. 1 hour before I died, I told Carrots what he had done.
So
she said all this through knocking.
Yeah, I agree.
Through yes and nays.
Yeah. So, are you the ghost of Francis Lyne? Yes.
I am Francis Lyne.
Were you banging Mr. Kent? Yes. Was he married to your sister previously?
Did you tell Carrots? Did you tell Carrots?
Were you Were you by any chance poisoned by red arsenic in a glass of pearl? Yes.
I reckon every single answer was just yes.
Yeah, yes. How are you feeling?
Yes.
Are you dead?
Yes.
No. So yeah, the ghost made this big claim. A very detailed claim at that.
The ghost be making bare claims.
But I still don't get how, personally, I think it was done via loaded questioning because it's too much. The knock code will provide similar results later. But before we get into it, we got to talk about these accusations. See, this allegedly legitimate accusation compelled Parsons and Reverend Moore to go full-time detective and dig deeper into the case. They obtained Fanny's will and read out the strange dividings of her wealth. Parsons went even further by inventing fake evidence to damn William Kent even further.
Wow.
He said he spoke to Fanny's remaining sister who called at the house in Clerkenwell the day before she died. She's got another sister!
Ooh.
It's true.
We're back in business, boys.
It's time to keep it in the bloodline.
Things are looking up for Willie.
God's sake. Apparently, when Fanny's other sister called at the house, she was apparently rapidly improving health-wise. Yeah, things were looking up for Willie. Parsons really didn't want to pay back those guineas and managed to sober himself up long enough to write a paper literally accusing William Kent of murder for money.
There's been a murder.
William Kent is now being accused of murder. Gents.
Why? What does he need the money for?
Exactly. He's a maybe being a usurer, he needed to, get that sweet money in.
Increase his capital.
Increase his capital so he can lend out more high APR rates, interest rates, and cause a better economy in the local area. Yeah.
That was the reason. That was it.
And gents, I think that is where we'll leave it for this episode. Cock Lane, the Ghost of Cock Lane, it's a long story. I've got about 20 pages overall.
Holy shit.
And
Are we leaving the viewers on a little cliffhanger?
We are. So everything we remembered so far.
Listeners.
Listeners, viewers, maybe you're watching podcasts, maybe you're watching the Time Dial go. I wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, either way, so far, we've got Death, we've got Fanny, we've got cocks, we've got willies, we've got sisters-in-laws.
The wheat tavern.
Then you got
No, the
one
wheat
with-
chief. The wheat chief.
We've got willy. Yeah. We've got wheat sheafing.
Yeah, we
got
sheafing.
we're sheafing the wheat. We've also got, believe it or not, we also have, if you can believe it, 2 drunks as well.
So yeah, drunk reverend,
A drunk man
Willie.
of God and a drunk man
Party
of
time.
dirt. So yeah, I think party time. Yeah, it's a real party on Cock Lane. Now I know it may be frustrating us leaving it at this point, but there's still plenty more to discuss. It's not like footnotes. There's going to be a lot more.
Cock Lane,
why
part
not?
one.
Yeah, exactly. This was Cock Lane Part 1. And the funny thing is, yeah, I've not even got to the actual technical, the true name for what the hell was that, Lewis? That was horrible. It's just mouth wide open. Yeah, I haven't even got to the actual true name of this case yet as well. I mean, you can spoil it for yourself by looking it up, but I wouldn't. I'd just wait.
Find
Yeah,
out
it's-
next time on Cock Lane Part 2.
On the next episode of Marvel's Mysteries and Midlanders, we uncover the truth behind the ghost of Cock Lane. Yeah,
Will Fanny come back?
Fannies will be questioned.
Fanny's will be...
Willies
can't say
will
it.
be,
I can't say
Willies will be convicted.
Fanny's will be queefed.
Oh no!
I did it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so what a great cliffhanger to end it on.
Great
With
cliffhanger.
accusation of murder.
Pardon.
Has been a murder. Has been a murder. Did you try and murder that funny wee last man?
I can't, alright, stop.
That's another drunk guy. There's been a murder, man. Yeah. So yeah, that was Cock Lane Part 1. What are your thoughts of it, gentlemen?
It's been euphemism after euphemism, and I've loved every second of it.
If there's any prudish people listening to the podcast, sorry, not sorry.
Fuck off.
I've had a great. You went there.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Just to put it here, you need to remember this now.
All right.
What are your theories of what's going to happen next? Because I've given no hints.
Oh,
Really,
I honestly do not know. I reckon the knocking is going to be something that isn't actually a ghost. It's going to be something like
Okay.
completely simple. And then fucking the dude's going to bang his sister-in-law again. It's going to be full circle.
let's leave it there,
Let's leave it
guys. Thank you very much for your time. As
Thank
always,
you
I
for
hope
the
you've
story
enjoyed.
of Cock Lane Part 1.
It's my absolute pleasure. It's my honor.
I can tell
Absolute
from the script
honour.
it was your absolute pleasure.
I'm not gonna break. Oh,
Oh, a random bit. Oh, goodness.
so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Marvel's Mysteries and Midlanders. Jesus Christ, I can't get the title right. If you want to get in contact with us, we are on Instagram
Here we
at
go.
MMMidlanders or at MMMidlanders or
There we
at
go.
MMMidlanders. There we go. Jesus Christ. Also, if you want to email us anything you want us to mention on the show, any shout outs, any stories you want to get told, marvels.mysteries@gmail.com. If you want to go to Lewis's house, he lives at number 4.
We can dox Lewis's address right now. Yeah?
Doxed every week. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is us. That's Cock Lane Part 1, gents. Any parting words for our lovely listeners?
I still can't believe she's called Fanny. Fanny
hope we didn't-
Kent and Fanny Lines now.
Hope we didn't turn you on too much, guys. When you listen to this episode, you're going to make a lot of loving. There's going to be a lot of loving. A lot of loving.
Imagine if people put this on just to fuck.
Oh, babe, we've got to put the sex podcast on.
It is called Coming back at
what I'm
you
gonna
again
do.
with another love
We-
podcast.
We need
Today
to
we'll
do,
be talking about funny lines.
we need to do a ASMR of just us going, Cock Lane.
I like Lewis's the best. It's creepy now, for fuck's sake. We have killed whatever, hypothetical horny mood that there was when someone put this on.
Yeah. Completely.
Although it was at the end of the episode, so it's probably the best.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you're going for a long sesh, maybe
If,
wait
if,
till episode
if they
two,
still
part
fucking at
two's
1
out.
hour and 5 minutes, then I mean, go fair play.
You, my friend, have some stamina. Well done.
Lucky boys.
Wish I had your stamina, man. Ryan. Anyway, enough about my sexual prowess. Ain't nobody questioning my sexual prowess. I salute you both. Wish you
everyone.
a fantastic week. Until next time, I'm James. He's Adam.
I'm Adam.
He's Lewis Carter.
That's Lewis.
There's an echo. And we're Marvels, Mysteries, and Midlanders. Have a great week, and we'll speak to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Take the trampy rice out of your
Do you want
room
to see my
and put it in the
Do you want me to do my laundry as well? You see my bed?
Yes, son.
Huh? You want me to
I'd
do all
like
my
you to
tasks?
do your-
This is why I was late, Dave.
Oh my god.